Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. I have a Transformers Titans Return review for you today. I finally found this Walgreen exclusive clone 2-pack. I'm very excited to finally find this. You get Wingspan and Cloudraker. If you've been keeping track of how the Titans Return line has gone so far, there were two large box sets. One was a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, and that had the Decepticon clone Pounce. And then there was one that was a Toys R Us exclusive, and that had the Autobot clone Fastlane. So we were stuck with kind of one of each, and we didn't really know how they were going to give us the other two, and this was their answer. They decided to do a 2-pack with the remaining two clones, and it was a Walgreens exclusive. I know in Japan, they just released a 2-pack of the Autobot clones and a 2-pack of the Decepticon clones, which would have been much easier. But instead, this is how we got the release in America, so it's a little bit more difficult to track down. Now, if you never got the two box sets, because you didn't care about the rest of those figures, you could always go buy the Takara ones and just buy the two 2-packs. It would be much easier for everyone involved. But if you have one of each, like I did, then you have to hunt relentlessly through Walgreens and try to find this 2-pack. But luckily, I found it today, so I'm very, very excited. They look pretty cool, I have to say. Very excited to finally get these. Pretty cool picture there on the side. Here they are on the back. Wingspan, clone brother of Decepticon Pounce. Cloudraker, clone brother of they call him Fast Clash, but his G1 name was Fastlane, I believe. Fast Clash is kind of a stupid name in my opinion, but it is what it is. I guess it's a rights issue, so I'm probably going to call him Fastlane, but it is what it is. These guys look awesome. Like I said, I found this today at Walgreens. When they scanned it, it came up as a deluxe. So it just said Transformers Deluxe $17.99. So that's what this came up as. I kind of expected it to be at least $20, because you figure if you're just selling two Legends class figures, which is what they essentially are, $10 a piece. So I thought it'd be $20. I could have even seen Walgreens charging $25, just because Walgreens is usually a little bit more inflated prices sometimes. But yeah, got lucky. It just rang up as a deluxe, and it was $17.99. So I don't know if that's going to be the case for all of them, if that was a fluke at the store I found it at. I was so excited to find it, I didn't really pay attention until I got back in the car, and then I was looking at the receipt, and I was like, oh, okay, that's what it was. I just knew I needed it, so. But yeah, package is pretty standard, pretty much what we're used to for Titans Return Generations line in general, the black with the red. So let's go ahead, get them out of the box, and we'll take a closer look. Alright, so Cloudraker and Wingspan out of the packaging. Have to say, I think they look absolutely fantastic. But real close, we'll take a look at the cards that they came with. Now, for some reason, I got two Wingspan cards. Not really sure why, but I'm kind of glad because this one's a little ripped up. So, not really sure why I got two of those, but here's Cloudraker and Wingspan. Pretty nice art there. Tech specs on the back. And these are the nice thick cardboard that we've kind of been seeing with these cards. So if you enjoy collecting those cards, you do get one for each of these guys. I guess I'll take a look at Cloudraker first. I think he looks fantastic. I really can't complain. Love that head sculpt. The visor is nice. I think it's like a really light metallic blue, but it kind of looks a little gray. Like a grayish blue. But either way, it looks fantastic. You can kind of see, I guess I should have stayed zoom in. It looks like a rub sign, but it doesn't work. I keep rubbing it thinking it's going to be like a reveal the shield, but it's not. The original G1 toy had two rub signs. One to tell you Autobot or Decepticon, and then one to tell you which clone it was, either car or jet. So that's kind of what they're going for here. You can see the little jet symbol. And then obviously it's just an Autobot sticker, so there's no rub signs, but they kind of mimicked it there, and you can faintly see the outline of the jet. Articulation wise, head can go from side to side, ball joint in the shoulder, ball joint in the elbow. Hands can kind of rotate into the forearm for the transformation, but otherwise no articulation. Nothing in the waist, ball joint in the hip, a little bit of a thigh swivel there. Well, I guess really it's a full thigh swivel. 90 degrees in the knee, and then you have a little bit of ankle back and forth, but that's really just for the transformation. So for a Legends class figure, I really do think it's pretty excellent articulation wise. Not a ton of plain kibble here on the back, which I appreciate. So I think that's pretty cool. I kind of like the fin on the back of the head, and you can see the wings integrated a little bit here in the back of the legs. But yeah, overall, it looks really good. Moving on to Wingspan. Again, looks fantastic. He has a little bit more. You can see the wings on the side of the leg. He's got these big talons kind of just on the back of his forearms. They don't move or articulate at all. They're just kind of jammed in there. You can see the pin just holding them in. You have the head of the eagle, and then you also have this kind of back skirt, which is like the tail feathers of the eagle. But overall, he looks good. Close-up of the head sculpt. Mine has a little bit of paint on the side of his face, you can see right there, but that's just a little imperfection. I'm sure that's not on all of them. Otherwise, eyes painted nicely. You can see the eagle there. Again, that was a rub sign on the original toy, and then the Decepticon sticker. So overall, I think he looks great. Head can move from side to side. Ball joint in the shoulder, ball joint in the elbow, nothing in the wrist, nothing in the waist, ball joint in the hip, thighs swivel. So he pretty much has all the same articulation as Cloudraker, but his feet are solid, no ankle movement. Not that you'd need it, but overall I think both of these look fantastic. I really have no complaints as far as look. And just real quick, because I have them handy, here are their counterparts. So here is Fast Lane or Fast Clash, whatever they're calling them, with Cloudraker. And I have to say, they did a pretty excellent job. They definitely look like clones. Obviously, he's got the spoiler and the wheels on the back and the wheels on the feet. But otherwise, pretty good job as clones. So I'll put him back off to the side, and then we'll take a look at Wingspan and Pounce. Pretty fantastic. This is Pounce, I believe. Yes. So, pretty excellent job of making them clones, I have to say. And then having two completely different alt modes. So, really well done. Really happy with how these clones turned out. Really, really happy. So, let's go ahead and we'll get into transformations. Alright, so first up here we have Cloudraker. First thing you're going to do is spin the head 180 degrees. It has this tiny little fin here on the back, and I think it's cool, but by the time we're done transforming him, you're not even going to be able to see that, so I kind of don't even know why they bothered to include it. But you can go ahead and fold the fist into the forearms. Then you can put the arms straight up, and then you're going to rotate these up. And these just kind of hang straight back. And that's what I kind of meant by you're not even going to see that little fin, because they definitely these arms completely cover it. But what are you going to do? At this point, you can split the legs. You're going to come around here and accordion out these wings all the way. And then you can fold the foot back. And then this is going to stop here. And then this will rotate back, and you can see this little tab right there, and that's going to peg into that little tab slot right there. So I promise it pegs in. Then you're just going to do the same thing on this side. Fold out the wing, fold that in, and then just bring this to this spot, and then go ahead and tab it in. At this point, you can just kind of straighten everything out. For some reason, the arms keep wanting to like fold back when you want to peg in the legs, and it kind of causes a problem, but you can get it eventually. And then you're just going to rotate this part down, and then this whole thing will flip out and come to the front, and then just kind of snap in place. And then there you go. You have your jet mode for Cloudraker. Pretty cool. This little section can lift up just like on Fast Lane. It's a little hard to get at. Let's see here. There we go. Just kind of, it's hard to get like a finger in there. All right. So once that's up, you can bring in a Titan Master to ride. And there you go. Which I think is pretty cool. I like that about Fast Lane 2, or Fast Clash, whatever he's called. So I appreciate that little ability. And then you can fold this back down. And then just to show him off, here is Fast Lane or Fast Clash in his plane or car mode. So you can have the two clones together in their vehicle modes. Pretty cool. It's not the best jet mode. You can definitely see the head underneath, but I think it works. I definitely like it. And I love seeing the two clones together. I think that looks fantastic. Alright, so next up we have Wingspan. You're going to start by turning the head around 180 degrees. And then you can go ahead and just drop the eagle head right on top. You can turn the arms 90 degrees and then fold these whole arms completely in. That way the talons are on the bottom, as you can see. At this point, I kind of just like to fold the tail feathers up just so they're out of the way. And then you're going to split the crotch pretty much exactly as you did for Cloudraker. Only you're going to turn the legs at that thigh swivel, fold out the wing, and then you can see here there's a tiny little tab, and then there's a tiny little slot, which is really hard to see, but it's right there. You can kind of see it right there where my finger is, and you're just going to bring this up, and then that just kind of clicks in right there. And then you're going to just do the same thing with the other one. And then you can kind of fold the tail feather back down. And there you go. I have to say, that's a pretty good little eagle mode. Once again, I feel like it took a robot mode and made a pretty convincing little eagle mode for something so simple. And then to bring in, here's Pounce in his tiger, jaguar, whatever, big cat form, whatever you want to call it technically. So again, it's really neat how they can take the same robot mode and make two completely different alt modes. Pretty fun. So I'm really excited. I never had these clone toys as a kid. The original G1 toys, I never had them. So I'm excited to have a version of them. Really a kind of better version in my opinion, because toy technology has come so far since the 80s as far as ball joints and articulation and everything goes. So really excited to have these clone figures, and I think they look absolutely fantastic. So it probably comes as no surprise, I love these figures. It's kind of a bummer that they made them Walgreens exclusive. I don't know why, but I always seem to have trouble finding Walgreens exclusive stuff. I don't know if the Walgreens in my area just don't stock that often or whatever, but when I found this today, I was really just surprised and overjoyed because I kind of thought I'd have to buy these online somewhere for exorbitant prices. So if you can find them at a Walgreens, I absolutely recommend picking them up. I think they're fantastic. If you didn't bother with the box set and you don't have any of these, then I would probably just recommend grabbing the Takara releases, because it's much easier to just buy a set of Decepticon clones and a set of Autobot clones. But if you're like me and you got the box sets so you have one of each, then I definitely think you're going to want to find this 2-pack and try to complete that set, because it's really cool to have both clones. And all of these are just fun little Legend class figures. They did a great job. Nice articulation, nice paint jobs. I really don't have anything to complain about. I mean, for Legend class figures, they're top shelf. I think they're fantastic, and I can't recommend them enough. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like and share this video and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you guys have enjoyed this look at the Legends Class Clone 2-pack from Transformers Titans Return. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching.